Hello and welcome back in this very special requested video. This is a very special video by Mr. Adax X on my Patreon page. So he is an Aston Martin fan and he like Astons. I mean, who don't? They are just amazing cars built to not nearly to perfection, and they are just amazingly, especially the new versions of the Astons, they are just brutal and amazing to look at. Some of you like Porsches, some of you like Astons, but no matter what, Aston Martin is just an amazing company to make very beautiful and very fast GT cars, race cars, sport cars, whatever you want to call them. They are just absolutely amazing. So he requested something a little bit special. He wanted a four-door version, or as he called it, a limousine. That's apparently what he called it. So he wanted a four-door version of something similar to an Aston Martin. I mean, I've searched really the Steam Workshop, and I searched everywhere for something like an Aston Martin Rapide, as that's what they call it, Rapide body shell. You know, the four-door Aston. And no, I did not find. I mean, I already have a coupe body, or a coupe body of the DB9. I already have one here in automation, but no, he wanted a four-door version. So this is, I mean, I'm not really sure. I mean, I like it. I like this car very much. This is how it looks. It looks absolutely amazing, and it's quick, but it doesn't really look like an Aston. But he requested these headlights. He showed me a video that I made before of a hatchback that I already put these headlights on, and he told me to use these headlights, and I used them. I mean, it looks nice, but in my mind it doesn't really look like an Aston. But either way, I'm gonna do this request even if it's not really correct, and I really hope that Mr. Adax, like it. So and I hope you like it, guys, because this is also important to me. So let's start with because as you can see, I called it the AM, and this is the V8 version. I also made a V6 version, and both of them are twin turbo. So this is the V8 version. It's an aluminium panels material, and monocoque chassis type, light advanced high strength steel. For the chassis material, front longitudinal engine placement, double wishbone in front, multi-links in the rear. Plus, for quality, this chassis will be used on this version and on the V6 version. Moving on, this is the V8 that I made for this version. It's a 90 degrees 8-cylinder engine with aluminium block, 98.7mm on the bore, and 85mm on the stroke, which equals 5.2 liter V8 engine, or 5203 cc. Dual overhead camshaft with 4 valves per cylinder, aluminium head materials with variable valve lift technology, forged steel crankshaft with heavy duty forged connecting rods and forged pistons. Zero quality here. 10.1 to 1 is the compression ratio, with 29 on the cam profile, which is elegant and smooth at low RPM, and 92 at variable valve lift profile, which makes the profile a little bit aggressive and very sporty. As you can see, we are on the racing side here. Variable valve timing on all cams is needed here with +1 quality. Twin turbocharged system with ball bearing internals, 891 horsepower supporting intercooler with custom turbocharger, 48.5mm on the compressor, 33.9mm on the turbine, maxed out air ratio with 11 psi of boost. +1 quality here. Direct fuel injection with twin throttle bodies, and performance intake manifold and intake system with 95 octane fuel is needed. 13 is the air fuel ratio with 79 on the ignition timing, which is a little bit advanced. 8000 is the RPM limit with zero quality on the fuel system. Dual exhaust pipes, bypass valves, 3.5-inch exhaust diameter, or 88 and 88.9mm. High flow 3-way Kerala converters, no first muffler, and twin straight mufflers on the second one. +3 quality on the exhaust, and this is the final result. 600 horsepower out on the dot. And what's happening here? It says here 505 horsepower. No, really, this is 600 horsepower, not 500. Wow, this is a big error in the game. This is 600 horsepower. I've already made it at 600 horsepower, but the game apparently mixed the V8 graph with the V6 graph, because the V6 is 505 horsepower, but the V8 is 600 horsepower and 544 pound-feet of torque. So this is weird. As you can see, I'm changing the exhaust side. This is changing, but let me check something. If I push more fuel in, yes, now it's 601 horsepower. So yes, we are gaining horsepower also on the script sheet here, but the graph is from the V6 version. Now this is an error they should fix. The developers should fix. As you can see, the V6 torque is really close. Or actually, it's a little bit more than the than the V8. Wow. Okay, so as you can see, 600 horsepower for the V8. This is the V6. Reliability for the V8 is 73. Its service cost is normal. It has 25.2% fuel economy. 63 is the smoothness. It's very responsive. It has sporty noise to it. It's fairly lightweight, you can call it, and it's only 102 engineering time. As you can see, it sounds amazing, and the glitch is still here. As you can see, at idle, the headers will blow. You should raise the RPM a little. Let's stop this. We'll get back to normal. As you can see and hear, it looks and it sounds amazing and elegant at low RPM, and it sounds very brutal at high RPM. Now let's shut the engine in the vehicle. I've chosen the hatchback. I don't know why they call it hatchback. I mean the rear tailgate, or the rear trunk, or boot as you will call it. It's not really a hatchback. I mean, look, the glass doesn't raise up. This is a normal trunk or boot. I don't really know what they call it hatchback. Zero quality on the body and the fixtures with this red beautiful looking paint. And now let's choose it again for the brakes so we can match everything. Moving on, these are the fixtures that I've chosen. These headlights that Mr. Adax has chosen. The twin grills, the front daylights running with day-running lights with indicators in them. The vents on the sides with the front lip. This vent here with the indicator inside it, a vent here, a vent there, these door handles, the fuel filler cap, the vent here also to an exhaust pipe, license plate holder, the logo, tail lights, and of course the antenna on the roof. The car looks very elegant, and these rims, of course. Moving on, as you can see, yes, it's all-wheel drive, advanced automatic with 8-speed gearbox. The gearbox top speed is 327 km per hour with 50 on the spacing, because if I decrease it more, we already have tremendous amount of grip, of mechanical grip from the all-wheel drive, and when I started to decrease and make the spacing low, yes, we'll have less wheel spin, but we will make the car extremely slow around the test track and from 0 to 100 times. So this is very much perfect at 50. 50/50 is the power distribution with vicious limited slip differentials front and rear, plus 2 quality on the gearbox and differentials, medium compound tires, radial as you can see, 235 front and rear, 90-inch rims, 10 offset in front, 0 in the rear, 675 is the tire diameter with alloy rims. Let me see if I can put magnesium. No, the customers will hate it. Plus 2 quality on the rims and tires. Ventilated discs, 6 pistons in front, 400 maxed out millimeters with ventilated also in the rear, 3 pistons, 320s in the rear. 56 on the pad, 63% of the base brake base and 37% in the rear. 0 quality, fully clad, cooling flaps, 50 on the rear wing. There is actually no rear wing. 33 on the front lip, 55 on the engine cooling, 100 on the brake airflow with plus 2 quality, As you can see, I'm using 5 seats here, 2 in the front, a bench in the rear, luxury interior with luxury infotainment system, zero quality, electric variable power steering, electronic stability control plus launch control, standard 10 safety plus 5 quality here, active comfort springs, semi-active dampers, passive sway bars. This is a very much custom setup. Custom suspension tune, minus 1.6 degrees of camber in front, minus 0.2 degrees in the rear, 4.20, let's see, yes they want 4.20 in the front, 380 in the rear, 320s in front, 280 in the rear for the dampers, 6600 of sway bar stiffness in the front, 5800 in the rear, 228mm is the right height with plus 2 quality. These are the options available on the vehicle, and this is the test track section here. As you can see, the car weighs nearly 2.2 tons. You can tow behind it 3.6 tons, and you can put nearly half a ton of cargo in it. The brakes are a little bit fading. Let's fix that. Yep, that fixed it. No brake fading whatsoever. 4.4 seconds is the 0 to 100 time. 325 kilometers per hour is the vehicle top speed. 12.55 is the quarter mile time, and it looks amazing and it sounds amazing. Now let's fire it up around the test track so we can see what kind of time for the V8 version, and then we will move on to the V6 version so I can show you what kind of differences we have. Alright, so we did it in 1 minute 22.83 seconds. Now this is quick, this is not really a bad time, but I remember this is a heavy luxurious car with the twin turbo V8 in front with 600 horsepower all-wheel drive. I mean this is like a big barge of light steel and a huge V8 in front, luxurious interior, extremely modern suspension, modern brakes, a lot of gizmos and technologies in it, and of course a very luxurious interior in front and luxurious infotainment system. So this is a very much luxury slash sports car, and it will cost you with 10% profits to the company $53,419. It can do 21.5 miles per gallon. As you can see, the emissions are 80. It's still very much clean. We are using nearly all the octane. The service cost is $2,191 a year, and as you can see, it's very drivable, it's sporty, it's really comfortable, it has a good prestige point, has a good safety point to it. It has very good reliability. I mean, it's 67 for a luxury car. Remember when you choose a luxury interior, you will lose reliability because luxury interior requires attention to it and requires maintenance and really care for it, so you can maintain it as it left the factory. That's why the reliability drops when you choose luxury or handmade interior. Safety, as you can see, it's good. It's 60 points. No need to go higher. I mean, if I want to choose the advanced, the customers may like it a little bit, but it will get extremely heavy. I mean, it will increase from 2191 to 2283, and that is heavy. It will make it really slow around the corners. It will require better brakes. It will require more power from the engine so it can move as quick as it's moving right now. But no, I'm not gonna do all that. This way it's perfect, it's still safe, it's still good and quick. Now, this is the V8 version. Let's go back and let me show you the V6 version. Now the V6 is, as you can see, both of them, I'm clicking on both of them. As you can see, they are the same body shape. I did not change anything. The V6 on the other hand, it's as you can see, it's less drivable, it's less sporty, it's of course it's less comfortable, and it's less prestigious and less safety. I'm not really sure why, but I mean, I know why it's not comfortable, I know why it's not really prestigious and it's not really sporty, but the safety, I mean, this is a little bit strange because the only thing that I've changed is the engine. I mean, the interior, of course, the interior is different, but when it used to be not different, and the safety, you know, hasn't changed because of the interior. Because here I'm using only premium, not luxury interior, because this is like the cheap version of the AM V8. It has a V6 and it has a premium instead of luxury interior. It's a little bit cheaper, and it's you know, as you can see, it's more on the fuel economy. It's cleaner, it's more reliable, and it has the same practicality and utility points. No, the utility is a little bit different, but the practicality is more, because not more, it's the same, because it has the same seat counts and everything. I'm using also the same octane, nearly 95. So as you can see, it's not much of a difference. It's a cheaper version of the V8. Let me show it to you. Alright, let's go back to the beginning. This is the chassis. As you can see, nothing has changed, the same. The engine, this is the V6 that I made. It's also 90 degrees. I want to keep the 90 degrees, you know, family, you know, on both vehicles. I don't want to put 60 degrees, because this way on the factory I keep everything 90 degrees. It will give it like a little bit of prestige to it. Everything is 90 degrees. This is more like it. I mean, you get the point. It will look the same in the engine bay, even the same you know, intake manifold and throttle bodies, twin, as you can see. But the only difference is we have 6 runners here. The V8 has 8 runners, so the V8 is a little bit taller in the front. That's the only difference. When you open the hood or the bonnet, that's the main difference. Let's move on. It's a 90 degrees 6-cylinder engine with aluminium block, 98mm on the bore, 88.4mm on the stroke, which equals 4000 cc or 4-liter V6. Dual overhead camshaft, 4 valves per cylinder, aluminium head, variable valve lift technology, forged steel crankshaft, lightweight forged connecting rods, and lightweight forged pistons. Zero quality here. 10.01 is the compression ratio, 39 on the cam profile, as always, elegant and smooth at low RPM, and 100 on the variable valve lift profile. I don't know what's happening in the game. Why it's now 441 horsepower. It used to be 500 horsepower. Wow, I mean, they should really tend to fix these bugs in the game. Zero quality, twin turbocharged ball bearing, 831 horsepower supporting intercooler, custom turbocharger again, 49mm on the compressor, 33.7 on the turbine, maxed out air ratio, 11 psi also, direct fuel injection, twin throttle bodies, performance intake manifold, 95 octane like before, 13.2 is the air fuel ratio, a little bit more fuel in, 37 is the ignition timing, 73 is the ignition timing, 8300 RPM, limit, zero quality, dual exhaust pipes, bypass valves, 3-inch exhaust diameter, high flow 3-way, no first muffler, twin through second muffler, zero quality here. As you can see, 526 horsepower, 418 pound-feet torque. So the torque of the V8, of course, it's less than the V8. I'm not really sure why the game made me, or the wrong graph here made me misspell everything. So as you can see, the V8 is 600 horsepower, the V6 is 526 horsepower, the V8 is 500 and something pound-feet of torque, 540 maybe, and this one is 418 pound-feet of torque. So you see the difference here. Of course, the V6 will be less powerful. The throttle response is of course less than the V8. This is louder or not louder, I'm not really sure. Of course, the V6 is less smooth than the V8, less fuel efficient. The reliability is nearly the same, the service cost is nearly the same, the emissions, you see what I mean. I mean, the V6 is lighter. I mean, I know that the fuel efficient is not really like the V8 is more, but the V6 version make more miles per gallon, as you will see later. Let's turn it up. As you can listen, it's very smooth and elegant. But when you put your foot down, it will scream. As you can see in here, it's smooth, it's elegant, it's not really bad, and it's very light. I mean, it's like 60 kilograms difference, and it requires less time to be engineered as well. Let's move on. Also the same hatchback. I don't know why they call it hatchback. Let's move on, and yes, let me paint the brake calipers red like the body. Move on. These are the same fixtures, nothing has been changed on the body, the same fixtures all the way around. It's still all-wheel drive, it's still advanced automatic, but this one is 9-speed, not like the V8 8-speed, and this is, as you can see, 50-50 power distribution, vicious limited step differentials like the V8. Also displacing is like the V8 50 with 1% of wheel spin, 4.6 seconds from 0 to 100. It's pretty much the same. The medium compound tires, the same as the V8 radial, 235 front and rear, also like the V8, the same rims, the same everything, but the offset on the V6, as you can see, it's 15, on the V8 is 10. Alloy rims, the same, also 6 pistons ventilated in the front, but this one is 395, not 400. The ventilated also on the rear, 3 pistons, 365. 48 here, over there is 50 more, or even more than 50, I don't really remember. 65% on the front, 35 on the rear, zero quality, fully clad, cooling flaps, pretty much the same except the front wing here, or the front lip. This is here 50, over there is less, like 37, zero quality on the aerodynamics. Also we have a rear bench, twin seats in the front, but here we are using premium interior, not luxury. And premium sat-nav, not luxury infotainment system, zero quality, electric variable, limited launch control, plus electronic stability control, plus 5 quality, standard 10 the same, active comfort, springs with semi-active dampers, also very much custom suspension tune, as you can see, minus 1.1 degrees of camber in front, minus 0.6 degrees of camber in the rear, 380 in front of spring stiffness, 4.0 in the rear, 2.80 front and rear damper stiffness, 6000 in front, 6400 of sway bar stiffness, 228 millimeters of ride height, zero quality. This is the final result. As you can see, these are the options on the vehicle. It will cost you $37,603. It's way cheaper than the V8 version, and as you can see, it's more economical. It's very drivable, has good sport points to it. It's, of course, it's less comfortable than the V8 version, and it's less prestigious, a little bit less safe, but you get the point. This is the cheaper version of the V8 version. Of course, it's up to you what kind of money you have, so you can buy it. So you can buy which one you like. This is 309 kilometers per hour. I mean, it's still quick, but the V8 is 325 kilometers per hour. this is 309. The V8 is 4.4 seconds, this is 4.6, it's a little bit slower. The V8 is 12 point, you can say 12 and a half seconds. The V8, this is 13 seconds. The same, no brake fading, good stopping distance. The V8 version is nearly 2.2 tons. This is, you can say, 2 tons. You can tow in the V8 3.6 tons. This is 3.2. The load capacity is nearly the same, so you get the point. This is the cheaper version of the V8. Yes, it has a 4-liter V6 twin turbo, 500 and where is it, 500 something horsepower. It looks great, it sounds great, but now let's fire it up around the test track so we can see what kind of time this one will do. The V8 did it in 1 minute 22.80 something. This one should do, I think, a little bit slower. Let's go. Alright, so we did it in 1 minute 23.454. As you can see, it's a little bit slower than the V8 version. Of course, it's a V6, it's less powerful, it's less torquey. But even this one is lighter than the V8, but still, less power makes, it takes longer time to go around the test track. As you can see, it looks elegant. It's cheaper. It's a cheaper version of the V8, and I really like it. And I hope Mr. Adax X like it, and I hope you really guys enjoyed the video. I know that this has been a long video. This has been a long video. I'm really glad that I did it, and the ending result is amazing. And I do apologize if this vehicle doesn't really look like an Aston, but I really like how it looks, and I really hope that you enjoyed, guys. Remember, because this video took really long time to make, I've searched everywhere for a body, and this is what I came up with. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up button, hit that like button, get subscribed if you are new to my channel, share the video if you want to share it, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. Again, keep requesting videos, and please, if you don't mind, requesting videos on my Patreon page only. I'll put the link in the description below, because over there, when you request a video, it will be more organized for me, so I cannot, so I don't forget your request if you request an engine or a car. And again, keep requesting videos, keep requesting the engines. I do really appreciate it if you can request engines more, because engines are, more favorable for me, because I will keep playing with the timing and fuel and everything. I prefer engines over cars, but of course cars are more fun to make and to see them go around the test track. So it's up to you, request whatever you want to request, but please go over my videos, watch all my previous videos, so you can know what does automation support, because I don't like when you guys request an engine that the game doesn't support, because I feel sad. I really want to make any kind of engine, supercharged, twin turbocharged, and 9.6, but all of these are not supported yet by automation. So please check my videos, check the game before you request anything, and I will see you again very soon with more videos. So goodbye for now, my friends, and thank you so much for watching.